Hey guys! So this is going to be my final video of 2014, and today we're going to talk about the rest of my favorite albums of this year. I just sound like a broken record when I'm talking about music. I'm just going to say this list was really difficult to narrow down, but honestly it was. But let's get started before I take way too long just like introing this shit. I really loved Walk the Moon's first album, like a lot, and when I saw Walk the Moon at Sasquatch several years ago, I kind of fell in love with their onstage persona and I fell in love with their live show. When I got to see them again this year at Bumbershoot, it was just as fun, and the new songs are so great. I love Talking Is Hard. Freaking Shut Up and Dance is like the cutest song ever. Aquaman is so nostalgic and throwback and great. I love Walk the Moon. They're so cute. Like, they're so cute. Like, they're, I don't usually like pop music, but they're quintessential, adorable pop music. Like, tell me I fucked it up. When I discovered Yellow Ostrich, it was by accident when I was searching through the Tumblr tags for Michael Tapper, who used to play drums in We Are Scientists. So when I kind of delved into the world of Yellow Ostrich, I kind of got really into their music, and I'm really sad because like they have now broken up. Like, I saw them live at Barboza this year and it was awesome. Like, it was so fun getting to see them play, not only just because I finally got to meet Michael Tapper, because I was like, I got to meet Michael Tapper and it's feelings. That record is awesome. Like, my favorite song, I just have my list like pulled up here on my laptop right now. Do you like my stickers? I really like my laptop. Favorite songs off Cosmos: Terrors, Neon Fists, Shades, How Do You Do It, and Don't Be Afraid. I mean, Any Wonder is really great too. In the Dark, I discover a band and I really get into their shit and then they break up. Like, no, not okay. This album by Shakey Graves was one well anticipated because I got to see Shakey Graves at Sasquatch, and he was like hanging out in the press room the whole time, and my friends and I were just like talking about Shakey Graves a bunch, and it doesn't hurt that he's like super babelicious. More like Dreamy Graves. That was bad. And The War Came, such a good record. I really liked his first album, but it was a lot folkier and a lot softer, but this one gets a little bit grungier, a little bit dirtier, a little bit grittier, and I love that. I got to see him play again at Numos back in October or November. I don't remember honestly at this point. And The War Came is a phenomenal album. My favorite track definitely has to be If Not For You. I still need to go buy it on vinyl because I really, really want it on vinyl because I'm getting a record player. That's happening. Can finally do my record collection because I'll have a record player. So it'll make sense now. Fucking Sonic Highways by Foo Fighters is a whirlwind of emotions, mainly because it like travels literally through the country, and it was attached to the damn documentary on HBO, and I just really love Dave Grohl. My love for the Foo Fighters is a good example of how I'm not always a music snob, because they're not the coolest band, they're not the trendiest band, but I don't care. Sonic Highways is awesome. I really, really love Something From Nothing, Subterranean, Feast in the Famine. It was just a great fucking record. Like, it's good. It's awesome. And listening to it along with watching the documentary series makes it a whole new kind of experience, and one that I've never had before, and it's a whole new thing that I've never seen in an album. Like, I've never seen that. That's really cool. Getting to see them record it all and the writing process made it that much specialer, and I love it. Love Dave Grohl. Love the Foo Fighters. It's alright now, I get... This album came to me via my friend Ken. I'll put a link to his photography below because he's a great photographer and is one of the people that I respect highly. He's out of Brooklyn, and he made me listen to this record by Bombay Bicycle Club, and I had listened to their stuff before this because of one random person's suggestion, because they said that if I like Two Door Cinema Club, I would like Bombay Bicycle Club. And I do. This album, so good. Like, it's so great. I got to see them play in April at the Neptune, and it was such a beautiful live show. That whole week I was seeing like 3 shows in a row, and that one definitely stuck out to me. And my favorite song on the record, well, So Long See You Tomorrow is fucking gorgeous. Whenever, Wherever makes me feel things. Carry Me, It's All Right Now, Luna. I mean, it's awesome. Like, it's so good. If you like Two Door Cinema Club, you'll definitely love Bombay Bicycle Club. And I loved seeing that their album got so much play and so much press in the US when they've been around for a while. And this is like their fucking 4th album or something. Okay guys, we're halfway there. I brought all my mugs from home the other day when I came home from Christmas. I needed my presidential mug, okay? I needed it. And I know that it won't get. This album by Spoon was one that I've been looking forward to for so long because I basically got into Spoon right around the release of their last album because of my friend Renee. And so I've been like itching for new Spoon stuff, even though Divine Fits is a thing and anything Britt Daniel puts out, and I'm like, yes, please give me more. Even before it was released, I downloaded it because that's the kind of person that I am. I downloaded it, burned it to a disc, brought it to my car, listened to it constantly, but after it came out, I bought it because that's the kind of person that I am. There's a point during this record at the end of Knock 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 and the beginning of Outlier where Knock 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 fades out in one ear and Outlier fades in the other. So it's like this binaural like whoosh through your head brain thing. And when I first heard that in my headphones, I got like chilly chills. That moment like solidified this album's greatness for me because it was like, who thinks of that? Like, who does that? Spoon does. St. Vincent, finally Annie Clark put out a self-titled album. I always get a little bit confused when artists put out self-titled albums like farther along in their career rather than like it being their first one. This album, the woman rocks like gray hair. Like, what? Like, who does that? Annie Clark does. But this record is so complex and heavy and very obvious that she's been more influenced by David Byrne after working with him. Basically Rattlesnake, Birth in Reverse, Huey Newton, Digital Witness, I Prefer Your Love. It's all good. Like, it's all great. Like, St. Vincent can do no wrong, but this year she did everything right. Getting down to the top 3 here. Wonder if better now. Hozier is an artist that I deeply regret not going to see at Sasquatch when I had the chance. And then I missed out on saying hello to the man when I saw him on the street in Portland. So this album is like constant reminder of like, why did I do that? But it's so good. I mean, I've talked about Hozier like a million times, so it's really not a surprise that he would be towards the top of my list of my favorite albums of the year. And I'm going to see him play in February. I am not missing out again. And I will like go up to him, like maybe touch his hair. So that would be kind of weird, probably, you know? That'd be awkward. His performance on Saturday Night Live has still been my favorite one of the year. I mean, Prince was really good too. Prince was really good. The last two should come as no surprise whatsoever if you've been watching my videos at all in the last year. PAWS album, Youth Culture Forever, is one that I purchased twice. Once I ordered it from like the UK when it came out, and then when I saw it in a record store before it actually got to my house in the mail, I bought it again. And then I was like, I have 2 copies of this, I'm giving one away. That is how much I loved Youth Culture Forever. I've talked about PAWS about a gazillion times for good reason, because this album was great and they had a really great year, even though like their van got broken into in Seattle and like a bunch of their shit stolen when they were here in September. So that's shitty, but they toured with We Are Scientists and got a lot of press when they got into a tizzy with Morrissey, when Morrissey was acting like a diva. It's so different from everything that I've been listening to, and I am so happy that I got to see them play 3 days in a row in May when they opened for We Are Scientists. And I love how outspoken that Philip is about his opinions and about his feminism, and it's fucking awesome. Owl's Talons Clenching My Heart, great. Tongues is like the best music video ever. There's nothing bad on this record. Like, it's real good and it's real angsty, and it came out in a really perfect time in my life because I was real angsty and I needed this to like just like blast out all of the feels. And number one. What can I say? I love We Are Scientists, and it's entirely subjective. I will say that. Like, this list is 100% subjective, because these are not necessarily the best albums that came out in 2014, but that's not my place to tell you what the best is. It's my place on this channel to tell me what my favorites were. And TVen Francais was my favorite album that came out this year because it is my favorite band. I got to see them play 3 days in a row and then again at Bumbershoot with some of my best friends. And it's a really good record. Favorite songs on it, I'm looking at the list. Make It Easy, gorgeous song. Dumb Luck, super fun, and the music video is like the most ridiculous thing ever. I mean, it sucks that Keith and his longtime girlfriend broke up, but it made for a really good album. So I'm like, my favorite album of the year. It's by my favorite band. So that's no surprise. For today's song of the day is going to be Don't Blow It by We Are Scientists, because it was my favorite album of the year and it's a really good song, and I am going to forever shove We Are Scientists down you guys' throat. You can get used to it. Favorite albums of 2014. We got Seattle, which has not gotten enough views. So you should go watch it, because like, I'm really happy with it. And then today, the rest of the world, the non-Seattle artists. See you guys in 2015.